The other discipline you need to have that is very important, that is not very discussed, like not many people mention that, but it is very crucial if you want to build generational wealth. You need to shift your mindset when it comes to paying bills. The most important bills you need to pay is not your rent, is not your taxes, is not your cell phone, is not your credit card. The most important bill you need to pay is yourself. Let that sink in. You are a bill. Maybe it's bill is a rough way of thinking about it, but that's exactly what I want you to think about it. You are an obligation to pay. Do you have an obligation to pay yourself? You pay yourself first. When you get that paycheck, the government, if you have a job in Canada, for example, before you receive your paycheck, the government already took his cut. They already took their cut. They pay themselves first. The government paid themselves first. So if you, and they're wealthy, right? If you want to be wealthy, you need to have the discipline to pay yourself first before anyone else. You make your budget. You know you're supposed to have X amount of dollars that's supposed to go to your bills. Let's say 2000 a month for every bills. Then if you're making 4000 a month, you have an extra $2000 that's not doing anything. Maybe consistently you feel comfortable if you're putting maybe 1300 per month. Fine. Therefore, 1300 per month becomes your bill. This is your cost. And the first thing you do when you get that paycheck is you put the money aside for your investing portfolio. Put 1300 aside, and then the next bill that comes in, you use that to pay for your bills. All right. What I love to do is I love to put all my bills in one day. And the day that I choose is the 8th of the month. So whenever it's possible, not all the time. For example, for the rent for this office, it's on the first. I can't do that, but whenever possible. But at least it's not far from the 8th. So I know within 1 week, all my bills are in this. So therefore, it allows me to manage my money throughout the month. So I get 2 paycheck a month. So the second paycheck, I know exactly what to do with it. First paycheck, I know exactly what to do with it. And that's a very easy way to manage my finances. If you have bills that comes all around, you have Netflix at the beginning of the month, you have like maybe Spotify at the end of the month, you have your insurance in the middle of the month, you have your car like sometimes in the second week of the month. Like there is too many bills all over the places, and it doesn't really help you focus on your investment because you're always thinking of bills, 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 and you're thinking of other people's bill. You're paying other people to, you're making them rich, right? So try to focus all your bills into 1 week. If you cannot do it in 1 day, try to do it in the 1 week, maybe the first week of the month. It's very easy to do. Change, talk, call all of them, say that, hey, I want my bills to be X in X day. When you do that, it's a lot easier to have peace of mind for the next 3 weeks. You're not worried about bills anymore because they're taken care of. Therefore, in the next 3 weeks, how do you invest your money? That's how you need to think about it. That is how you're setting up yourself for to ensure you get discipline to pay yourself, because paying yourself is crucial, is one of the most important criteria of building wealth, especially if we're talking about generational wealth. You pay yourself first, and then your investment will multiply that money to pay you more. All right. If you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here where you can find the entire Wealth Engineering podcast. Click right here, and we'll see you on the next one.